not like and subscribe, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click that bell button so that you get all the updates about all my new videos and anything else, right? So let's get started. Today's topic is basically it's Apple. So I just saw the news like Apple gonna start its own EV starting in 2024. I thought it may be rumor, but upon checking, seems like a Reuters and Yahoo were also reporting the same news. So it's definitely not a rumor. It's a lot more than rumor. But officially, Apple has not acknowledged or denied like this is true or false. But I did read about it. Apple was hiring a lot of engineers and a lot of leadership from Tesla, and also they had some few things going on about like car manufacturing designer. They hired some, I forgot the name, but I saw that few years ago. So definitely that. And I also even heard the rumor like they're gonna scrap the project, but seems like it's still in life. And let's go to the articles. The article is by Reuters, and which is just right before the market close. Actually, Apple targets car production by 2024 and eyes next level battery technology. So one of the key points they saw was like that battery technology they are using is their own. They probably had some research going on, and it's gonna be the next level, just like how they created iPhone. And literally, you can see that, right? We did not had a smartphone. Now we had a smartphone, but not they were not quite smart as Steve Jobs used to say. And Apple literally changed it, right? How you have a lot of smartphones, but Apple was the pioneer in the iPhone technology or smartphones. And Apple has done a lot of things, but I think after iPhones, nothing had changed really drastically. But if they come up with the passenger cars, and if it's as cool as all other products, it would be really awesome. And you can see that, right? I think one thing is pretty sure: the world is going towards the sustainable energy, right? And EV. That's why you have this new XPV, Li Auto. You have Lucid Motors in US, Fiskars. You have a lot of companies, a lot of competition coming in, right? So Apple. One thing is Apple have massive amount of cash, right? You need a lot of cash to burn through, but Apple has as much cash you need. I think they have almost 100 billion worth of cash reserves. They have a lot, and they pay a handsome dividend. They can even stop it if they want to kind of grow and whatnot, but they have enough cash which they can fund it. So in terms of cash, it won't be hard, but uh, the car is a lot different than the iPhone. So obviously they will have to make a lot of change for the logistics, whether they partner with somebody to produce or they're going to create their in-house. I would assume like if they are doing, they're probably going to do in-house, but it's going to be huge, right? And also other thing is like now, as you can see, that cars are not regarded just a vehicle, but they are regarded as an some kind of IoT, right? And it makes sense for Apple to have their own ecosystem. You have a laptop Mac, you have your iPhone, iPad. Now think about like you have a iCar or whatever you want to call it, right? So Apple, so it's like just sync seamlessly your movies, videos, whatever, right? A car is not only just a go from point A to point B. It's more than that right now. It's a lot more, and kind of makes sense. And if you look at that, you have a self-driving technology, which is not only Tesla is doing, Apple is doing. I mean, sorry, Google is doing in Waymo, and Uber was doing its own. You have a Cruise, which kind of GM bought it. So there's a lot of players there, and as competition goes, I think that would be kind of bad for Tesla. And I actually saw an articles where now Elon Musk itself was telling Google won't be their competitor, but they maybe Apple's, maybe that was in like 2016 or 17, and it looks like he was exactly right. So that's quite interesting, and even the price kind of reflected. And kind of they're saying like they could start the production 2025 and beyond. So 2020 is gone. So if it's a couple years, and if things pan out, they may even do even before. And as per the car battery, Apple plans to use unique nano cell design, so that's a different technology, I would assume. uh, so that's a quite a news. And if you look at the stock market, it did reflect it. it did reflected the market. So if you look at the Apple right around when the news came in, right here, yep. So Apple literally we opened pretty much gapped up, but with the news like the shares are up right about the close, and also after hours they are pretty much up. And if you look at 5 minutes, we can probably see that. See, that's a huge candle. I think it was kind of consolidating down. Then we got the news, and look at that volume. That was a huge, massive volume also came in, right? We had the volume in the beginning, then we sold off sharply, but yeah, right after the news we got a lot of volumes in the buying. So that's right after the news. Also, if it is less Tesla, it kind of dumped with that news. See, it was kind of consolidating and holding that 53 54 label, and it just sold briefly, and after hours down a little bit, still holding. I would say Tesla is still holding pretty strong, but that was the news. So yeah, if you have any question or comment, let me know. Comment below. But that was a massive news. Thank you guys. Don't forget to comment if you have any questions.